Yo, what's up, everyone? We're with the second episode in the Atlanta Braves franchise, and as you can see on the left there, spring training's over. But before we get to the game, there were some moves I had to make. As I told you guys, starting the rotation had to be established, and Julius Chacin, he was the boot. Bud Norris, when you have a guy that can get 15 wins, that's who you have to go with. Julio Teheran leading the rotation, obviously, is our ace. Matt Whistler, Bud Norris, just because of the potential he could bring. Williams Perez, and of course, our lefty, Manny. And as relief pitchers, we got Ryan Weber as our long guy. O'Flaherty and Cervenka are our lefties. Ogando, veteran middle guy we can use maybe in the 7th or in jams. Grilly and Johnson, they're the save unit in the 7th and 8th. And Aroydis as our closer. But I don't know, none of them really have established roles. So as the season goes on, the relief pitchers, really anything can happen. There was one more room for one more position player, and it went to Emilio Bonifacio. I just thought he would fit the best because guys like Malik Smith, Dansby Swanson wanted them to still develop, and like Reed Brignac, I want him to stay in the minors. He's just a backup journeyman. But here you see our lineup against righties: Ciarte, Stubbs, Marquez, Freeman, Brzezinski, Oliveira against righties for now, Ibar, and I'm doing Jace Peterson against righties as well. And then of course we have Teheran because we're not the Cubs. We're not going to put our pitcher at 8th. It's not a bad idea though. Not a bad idea. I'd consider. But here against lefties, Ciarte, Marquez, Freeman. They're lefties, but they all still hit really well against lefties. Stubbs, Kelly Johnson's one of those weird lefties who hit better against lefties, so he's there. Tyler Flowers catching, Ibar, and then Gordon Beckham replaces Peterson against lefties. But that's all about it, guys. As you can see, it is April 4th, and that's opening day here for the Braves. And first, I'd just like to say, this video will be a little longer than most of our episodes, guys. And that's just because it's opening day, and I want you guys to get a good look at the team. But I'm excited to get opening day started, this 2-game series started. Let's get it. There you guys see the graphic for the Braves there. ERA and walks last year, that's pretty bad. Like 27th to 29th. You should never have over 500 walks in a season. But hey, we're rebuilding, and it's definitely something we can build upon. And then you see Teheran and Scherzer is our opponent on the mound for the Nats. Definitely going to be a little bit of trouble here for these Braves bats, but it's opening day. It's not vital, but we definitely want to try to get a win today because when you have a franchise that's in the middle of rebuilding, player morale is really important. So getting wins and stuff, even though probably not going to the playoffs this season, actually definitely not, probably not even going to be near 500, but we definitely are still going to play our hearts out. As you see some of our players there, some of our vital players: Jace Peterson, Drew Stubbs, Eric Ibar, Andrew Ciarte. But I'm excited to get this game going, guys. And where else better than Turner Field, Atlanta? And there you're going to see the comparison there. Teheran and Scherzer, you think they've only been a couple years apart, but yeah, Teheran came into the league very early. And actually last year was a bit of an off year for him, and it's definitely I'm definitely going to want him to perform a little better this year, especially because of how poor we're going to be. There you see the Nats lineup. See Bryce Harper there in the 3rd spot. We'll see what Harper does to us. I see him being very hit and miss on MLB. He's either going to be 0 for 4 or he's going to be 3 for 4. You never know. But there you see Julio Teheran, the numbers once again: height, weight, age. He's an athlete. He's our ace. And here we go. It's opening day. And we're actually going to start one out into it, Anthony Rendon. And Teheran misses it, and it's going to go to a full count. Rendon, a pretty solid hitter, pretty solid defender. He's actually someone I was kind of looking at for a potential maybe middle infielder if we trade. But here's the full count pitch, and Teheran strikes him out swinging, and that'll be a 3rd at first, and that'll be 2nd out. And early on, Teheran was dealing. Now you see Bryce Harper. I was just talking about him, and Bryce, you're not good. This is going to be an off day for you because Julio Teheran's on the mound. And a really nice 1-2-3 inning for Teheran to start the season. 2 Ks, and now we're going to go into the bottom of the first, as you see the Braves lineup today. Freeman cleanup, Markakis in the third spot. I hope that combination works. We might have to switch it around because we don't have like Freeman's our best hitter, but we don't have a couple of definite really good hitters. So we're just going to have to see our guys perform this year. But here's Ender Inciarte. He's our leadoff guy. First pitch for them, and he's actually going to drag bunt here, and it was a good idea. I don't think they were ready for it, but it just wasn't the best bunt. It went right to Scherzer. But bunting's definitely something we might try with this team. We got a lot of speedy guys, Ciarte, Jace Peterson. I'd even try with Eric Ibar or Emilio Bonifacio. I even try for those guys. So bunting is definitely going to be something we try this year, as Stubbs fouls off a pitch and it goes full count. It actually started off 3-0. And Scherzer's coming back on this count. And here's the full count pitch, the winds, the delivery, and that slider. Stubbs, I've always liked Stubbs, but it's really weird because he's usually been a good contact guy. He'll hit a couple homers, but he strikes out way too much. And I'm definitely going to watch that as the season goes on because he's a solid guy, but I'm going to keep a short leash on him as Nick Markakis grounds out to the shortstop there. And both teams put up zeros in the first inning as Zimmerman, Worth, and Espinoza come into the second. There's Ryan Zimmerman, the man, the myth, the legend, longtime Washington National. And here's the 1-2 pitch to him, and that's going to be a base hit. The first of the ball game. And that'll be a man on first with no outs, as Jason Worth hits a double play ball to Eric Ibar, but he botches it. Eric Ibar just completely missed that ball. Probably could have been a decent shot at double play, as Worth's not the best base runner. And I was pretty disappointed because Ibar is actually a pretty good defender. As Teheran, it's starting to fall apart. Teheran with a hit by pitch. Definitely not the kind of guy that gets a lot of those. But, yep, that's a hit by pitch. Right on the buttocks. Danny Espinoza. Sorry, buddy. I know that probably didn't feel the best. Now we got Wilson Ramos up with bases loaded, no outs, and that'll be an easy. No, Peterson didn't have the range. Markakis is going to try to throw out the second run here, the third of the plate. And they got him. AJ Przinsky gives the tag to Worth, and wow, I did not expect an out there. Markakis just threw it right on the money. Strong throw right to the glove of Przinsky, and Worth was just hung up to dry. Awesome play there by Markakis. That is a Gold Glover play. As Max Scherzer takes the plate here, checking my pitches there. You see the pitch breakdown and the 0-0 pitch, and Scherzer actually gets a decent swing on it with no strikes, but I'll be an out, as very quickly it looks like we might just get out of this jam with only one run. Sorry, I was foreshadowing there, but we strike out Murphy, and that's the end of the second. Not too bad considering 2 hits, an error, a hit by pitch. It could have been a lot worse for the Braves. Freddie Freeman, he's our best guy. 3-0 counts, but no, that's going to be right to the second baseman. That'll happen sometimes. I definitely thought he'd blast it there. As we're going to go to the next inning here in Atlanta. Teheran, and he walks Rendon there, so Rendon getting on base after a strikeout in the first inning. But hopefully, Bryce Harper, like I said, guys, if Bryce Harper's not getting hits, he's not getting hits, as he just flies out to Ender Inciarte. Was a decently hit ball there, but with 2 outs, the ground out to Hector Olivera, it's a nice throw. And Teheran's been doing pretty good since that second inning. Here in the third, he throws a nice little, not a 1-2-3 because he had that walk, but not too bad. Is Eric Ibar looking for redemption after the error, and he's going to get a base hit here. And I definitely wanted to get something out of him after that error. Jace Peterson, double play ball. Actually, it might not be, because Jace Peterson, he's fast. He's way too fast. You cannot throw him out on a double play. That's going to be a fielder's choice. And now we have Julio Teheran, and this is my favorite at-bat of the game. He pulled away the bunt, and they were just not expecting Peterson to run. They got to be ready for that. When I got a guy with 80 speed out there with a pitcher on the mound, well, not a pitcher on the mound, pitcher on the plate, pitcher's always on the mound. I'm definitely going to think to run, and again, good job by Teheran letting that ball go. And 1-1 count. Peterson runs again. Teheran doesn't bunt, and the Nats, you gotta Wilson Ramos, what are you doing, man? That's Jace Peterson out there. I know he's not that well known yet, but you gotta look at the scouting report. That kid's fast, and without Teheran really doing anything, we got Peterson on third, and the squeeze is up. It's popped up though. Peterson's gonna be hung up to dry. No. Rendon, he wasn't on third. Chase is safe. Wow, what a misplay there by the Nats. That should have been an easy double play as Teheran just botches the bunt. But good job by Peterson recognizing it and getting back to third before Rendon could meet him there. What a misplay, as with 2 outs, Ender Inciarte couldn't get the base hit. And after all of that, the Nats are going to come up to dry. But here we go in the 4th. I told you guys Teheran's been dealing ever since then. But here's the dilemma, guys. Me being the rookie YouTuber and commentator that I am, I did not record the next inning. The Braves, it was pretty silent. But for the Nats, they scored 3 runs on Julio Teheran. Sorry, Julio. I'm sorry, man. There was an error by Eric Ibar and a home run, a 2-run home run, and it just wasn't a good inning. Although, the next inning, I did get some gameplay. AJ Brzezinski hit a home run, and then after 2 base hits, one of which by Kelly Johnson pitch hitting, with the runners running, Ender Inciarte hit a gap shot, and it was a really close call at the plate. As you can see, Jace Peterson scores, and then Kelly Johnson at the plate. But Kelly Johnson was hung up to dry this time. Wilson Ramos got him. And it's pretty funny that both teams have had a player thrown out at the plate. But now we're back in the 6th. Alexio Gondo is the relief pitcher. And after Julio Teheran, the relievers put up pretty good numbers. Alexio Gondo had a 1-2-3 inning. Here you have Nick Markakis, and Markakis just sneaks it past the middle infielders. And that's going to be a base hit. Good to see Markakis get a hit there. And next up, we have Freddie Freeman. And guys, do you guys expect anything less? For whatever reason, the stars in this game aren't doing the best, as Freddie Freeman still without a hit. Jim Johnson in to pitch the 7th. The 1-2 count, and he's going to strike out Bryce Harper. Like I said, guys, the stars just aren't producing, as we're going to go to the top of the 7th here. AJ Brzezinski, after his home run, 39-year-old catcher gets a walk. So pretty good game for him. I wasn't sure how he panned out this season. As Hector Olivera, our third baseman, he's been pretty quiet. He's going to hit a gap shot. And just like that, we got 2 batters in scoring position. Pretty nice hit there by Olivera. As Max Scherzer is going to get pulled as... Oh, no, he's not. I thought he'd get pulled. Oh, no, he's getting pulled. Yeah, Max Scherzer gets pulled here, and Trevor Gott enters the game. Eric Ibar at the plate. He's due, and Ibar hits a single, and Olivera is going to stop. It was a good throw, and Olivera's hung up to dry. Olivera was going for home, but he just changed his mind, and honestly, it was kind of a knucklehead move as we end up only getting 1 out of that inning, as Olivera kind of screwed us over, and Emilio Bonifacio pinch hitting doesn't get the hit. But Jason Grilli here, 2 outs, and he's going to get a pretty hard fly out, and he, just like the rest of our relievers, have done a pretty kick-ass job. Bottom of the 8th here, Drew Stubbs, he's been quiet, and he's going to continue to be quiet as he grounds out to Rendon. And very quickly, I can't believe how quick it's going. As you see, Nick Markakis is on base. He got another hit as Freddie Freeman strikes out here. But as I've been saying, his game's been going pretty fast ever since the starters have been gone. Just not much production other than that, as Aurelius Vizicano put him in the 9th, our closer. And just like that, it's the bottom of the 9th. And the Braves need a run as we're down 3-4. AJ Brzezinski, he had a home run, he had a walk, but he's going to ground off to first on this one. Hector Olivera had that double, but he's going to strike out. just like that, Jonathan Papelbon gets us to our last out. And who else other than Eric Ibar? Ibar, good patience there. Gets it to a full count. Jace Peterson is up next. And he does have a hit in this game. So, who knows what's going on deck. But right now, it's all about Eric Ibar. He needs redemption. He does have 2 hits and an RBI, but those 2 errors killed us. And here is a 3-2 count. Eric Ibar, good hit. He hits it well, but it fizzles out to Jason Worth. And your Atlanta Braves have lost on opening day here to the Washington Nationals. Max Scherzer gets the win, despite it getting knocked around a little bit in the middle innings. Jonathan Papelbon gets his first save of the season. Yeah. It was definitely an odd game. Not really what I was expecting. I was not expecting Eric Ibar. He only has 1 error, but his other play, it was one of those plays where it could have went either way. They ruled it a base hit, but I probably would have ruled an error. There you see the box score there. Nick Markakis did pretty good. He had 2 hits, as did Eric Ibar. At least he contributed. Kelly Johnson had a pitch hit. RBIs for Inciarte, Ibar, and Brzezinski, because Brzezinski had the home run. And as you see, our bullpen did a pretty good job. Only 2 hits, only 2 base runners for a whole bullpen in 4 innings. They did a pretty good job after Teheran. But that'll be the end of the episode, guys. I hope you guys liked it. This was a pretty long episode, but trust me, the episodes in the future will be more like highlight episodes. Next episode, it's going to be Game 2 against the Nationals in this quick Game 2 series. Hope you guys liked the video, and I'll see you next time.